Good morning everyone, it's Sakey here, Wake Up New Zealand. I'd like to talk today about legalisation of marijuana. I'm not covering medical marijuana today, I'm covering recreational marijuana, as it's not yet known whether it's going to be legalised or not. Evidently we're going to have a referendum and see what comes out of that. A subject that hasn't really been covered when it comes to this matter is the one about second-hand marijuana smoke. We do tend to concentrate on smoke-free places where cigarette smoke, second-hand cigarette smoke, cannot harm others. So what are we going to do about second-hand marijuana smoke? So marijuana smoke does have indicate that there are health problems associated with marijuana smoke as well as tobacco smoke. So people who are, the government's protecting us from second-hand smoke, shouldn't they also include that also as marijuana smoke? So marijuana smoke has small particles of chemicals and toxins in it that can affect the lungs. So second-hand marijuana smoke contains the same cancer-causing substances and toxic chemicals as second-hand tobacco smoke. So what are the toxins and chemicals that are in marijuana smoke? Well, it's acetaldehyde, ammonia, arsenic, benzene, cadmium, chromium, formaldehyde, hydrogen cyanide, isoprene, lead, mercury, nickel, quinoline, and of course THC. So the health risks of exposure of second-hand marijuana smoke, the particular matter, chemicals, toxins, like these can cause lung irritation, asthma attacks, bronchitis attacks, respiratory infections, etc. Anyone who's prone to any of these things will be affected by this. So there are significant amounts of mercury, nickel, lead, hydrogen cyanide, chromium. 3 times the amount of ammonia is found in cannabis smoke than is in tobacco smoke. So, and I've just said that it does impair blood vessels, so therefore second-hand cannabis and tobacco smoke have similar chemical compositions. So they could affect cardiovascular disease, blocked arteries, heart attack and stroke. So these are things, second-hand cannabis smoke, no one appears to be talking about that. So it's found that even THC has been found in blood and urine samples. Everyone surely has the right to breathe smoke-free air, whether it's tobacco or marijuana smoke. So what happens as far as smoke-free policies go, if there's legislation about legalizing marijuana as a recreational drug goes through? Are we going to have the same policies in the workplace and in public areas as we have with cigarette smoke? We have smoke-free policies providing incentives to quit smoking and demoralise smoke, but I find it quite contradictory that now smoke-free New Zealand is going to be not smoke-free, really, is it? Because we're going to have cannabis smoking. Instead, it's going to replace it. Perhaps the tax, when we've got no cigarette smoking, that's 2025 goal of the government, perhaps they aim to replace the tax from cigarettes with tax from pot, plus gain a few more votes, I guess, dopes for votes. So last night I read a post that a friend of mine sent me, and she said to me that marijuana doesn't kill people, like alcohol kills people on the roads. Well, I beg to differ on that one. Perhaps not in such a large way, but any way at all is not good enough. So in later videos of Wake Up New Zealand, I'll cover the subjects of harm and possible death, road crashes, as a result of marijuana intake. So I'd like to thank you this morning for listening to me, and always open for discussion. I'm sure a lot of you will be saying that you take marijuana, it never hurt you. However, there are some people it does hurt. There are some families it hurts, and it hurts some people's mental well-being. So yes, I'll discuss that later on in another of my Wake Up New Zealand videos. Thank you very much, people. Have a great day. Bye.